Ever since I started producing music, I've always heard this struggle from my fellow producers. How am I gonna find my sound? Oh, I'm trying to develop my sound right now. I'm vibing. I'm really looking for my sound. You don't find your sound finds you. Let's be real. I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I'm just now starting to see my sound come into fruition. But the funny thing is that there were always hints of what that would be along the way. Ever since I started, one of my first beats was a acid ARP with reverse kick on it. But finding your sound is something you really should not be concerned about, because you're not gonna find your sound, it's gonna find you. And it's not gonna happen until you put in at least your 10,000 hours. You know, you think you found your sound, and then it just keeps evolving. It just keeps growing, you know? Or it should be, at least. Finding your sound is like, it's like trying to chase the white rabbit. If you haven't experienced what your sound is. The funny part about finding your sound is that your sound is simply your personality. It's who you are as a person. It's whether or not you put the shopping cart back at Costco. It's, you know, it's your ability to shoot free throws, you know? Do you lie to your parents about eating cookies out of the cookie jar? What else do you lie about? Did you lie on your job resume? Exactly. That's what your sound is. Your sound is you personified. Now, if you don't really know who you are yet, how do you think you're gonna understand? How do you think you're gonna recognize your sound when it comes out, when it comes into the world? You really won't understand what it is. You won't understand how to harness it until you understand how to harness the tools in which your sound presents itself. If you don't know the ins and outs of your DAW, how do you expect to harness your sound? If you think that you've learned every single thing about your DAW, you're wrong. You're wrong. There are things that you'll never know. Man, this coffee is super good. I highly recommend you invest in your own espresso machine. I like the Breville Barista Express. It's like $700, but you know, if you're an average Starbucks drinker like I used to be, it's really worth the money. It really is. Your sound will find you. You don't find your sound. Best believe it'll find you in the weirdest, deepest, darkest place that you never expect. That's a grand yap right there. So now let's go over to FL Studio. I'm gonna make a beat for you guys today. It'll be available in my Discord server in the Scholar subscription. Let me take a moment to introduce you to some of my friends here. These three devices are my best friends. If really, who do you spend the most time of? You're the factor of your 5 closest friends. Let's see, we got FL Studio, we got Fruity Fast Distortion, we got Fruity Soft Clipper, we got Fruity Wave Shaper, and we got Gerardo Gutierrez. You know, I don't even really use Fruity Wave Shaper that much, so I'm gonna delete him. And Adam Swearingen, that's the fifth homie. You can't name one sound that distortion will not be gracing today. Every single sound. There's gonna be distortion on literally everything. It's a good day to be alive, buddy. Woo! Usually people only make the 808 cut itself, but when you're working with heavily distorted sounds, it really helps to put your other sounds as it too, because when you're adding distortion, it makes the sound kind of extend itself. don't like that snare, man. I'm not a fan of that snare, man. It's my secret weapon right here. We have a little bit of a drum pattern. A little that will do. You gotta check this plugin out. It's crazy. It's Luxverb. It's got this dope feedback option here. It's kind of, it adds particles and atmosphere. I almost said omnisphere. It's just all around a dope plugin. I'm gonna save that for the B section. This beat finna make me crash out. Ah! Yeah, that's right. I just added a banjo. What are you gonna do about it? You're not gonna do nothing about it. Oh, bro, this beat's gonna make me. Eucalyptus oil, reviving the senses when FL Studio crashes. All right, let's get another crack at it. Let's see what FL Studio decided to save. I low-key wasn't feeling that beat anyway, but what do we got? What do we got, man? I don't know if the banjo's it either, man. I'm gonna throw a Kepler EXO on there, see what we could do. Nah, that goes. I'm satisfied with that. We need like one more little thing, you know what I'm saying? I think I crashed out like 20 or 30 times while making this beat. I got an iPhone, so I could use my iPhone as my Mac webcam camera. So this is cool. Let's see what we got. Hey, if you watch this far, you're a real one. Thanks for coming and having a good time with me today. You know we like having a good time. If you want this FLP, it's available on my Scholar subscription on my Kaizen Capital Discord. The link is in the description for that. I also got my archive loop kit coming within the next month or so. 200 high quality solo loops of mine. If you want something to tide you over, my Omega sound kit is only $10 on my Selfie. Link is in the description.